Hello, everyone. My name is Jose de la Torre, and this is my internship reflection presentation. First, I would like to start off explaining what the Motor Development Clinic is, and that is located at Cal Poly Pomona. Their vision is to customize movement programs to children with disabilities who are experiencing motor skill delays, to create movement experiences that are accessible and welcoming in any setting, to develop and strengthen motor skills, and to increase movement behaviors such as collaboration, attention, participation, and social skills. For my reflections/experiences, I would like to talk about my first participant who I helped throughout the semester, and that is Jaden. For Jaden, he wanted to work on a couple of his goals, and one of them was to be able to learn how to jump rope properly and throw properly. A few other skills did not make it because I wasn't able to capture a photo. For throwing, if you were to make 5 tennis balls out of 10 into that square you see in the middle photo, you would get a reward. One of his rewards would be to dump balls, plastic balls, on a participant, and that participant happened to be me because for some reason he would always pick me to do his activities. I take that as a compliment because we really had a good connection when I worked with him. For my second reflection/experience, I worked with another participant, and his name is Alfredo. And Alfredo, he wanted to work, or his parents wanted him to work on his gripping skills, his hand-eye coordination, building up more muscle in his legs. For Alfredo, some background on him is he's in a wheelchair and he could barely feel anything in his legs, which is why his parents wanted him to work on his muscle mass increasement. And for that, some of the activities we were able to do in this photo is explaining we would have a bell and one of us would hold it above both his feet, and we would raise both his legs upwards to build those muscles in both hamstrings and his calves and all over his legs. And another skill that we were trying to do is allowing him to grip one of those bells, as you can see that she is holding. So for his left hand, which was his most dominant hand, he could open his hand and he could grab it properly. But for his right hand, it was weaker and he could not open it properly, and he would always be close fisted. Those were some examples of some goals he wanted to achieve, and I'm grateful to be able to work with Alfredo because he was, even though it does not look like he could do a lot of these activities, but we should focus on what he can do rather than what he can't do. And the photo on the right is the adult program. And this was only on Tuesdays for 1 hour. It is a special program that where adult with disabilities who sometimes graduate from the children course or the children program go to the adult program. And in this photo on the right is an adapted sport that we were playing called T-baseball. It's sort of like baseball, but it's the rules are modified to where the participants can have an easier time playing the game. And as you can see over here, one of the participants is Connor, and he is about to hit the ball to the outfielders. For this reflection/experience, it is an event that I was able to attend with my peers and instructors, and it was called the Parent Program. And at this event, it was to spread awareness about programs that offer many benefits to families with disabilities or anyone with a disability to get help. And at this event, you could see we took a photo on the left as some of the members that were there. And on the right, you can see that there are some modified games such as bowling, throwing beanbags into the holes of the clown, and also in the back, he was using rings to throw them into the cones. And this experience was amazing. I was able to help children and able to help families join the future summer and fall programs of the Motor Development Clinic. And I was also able to promote myself and get more information about other careers that I might be going into. such as there was physical therapy, there was behavior technician, behavior therapist, and just a lot of information about other programs that I did not know about. How my internship experience has prepared me for my future profession. It has provided me with unique skills that I can only receive through in-person experiences. Some examples that I would like to use is using cues. Some cues that I learned at the motor development clinic is this cue, which means to stand up. A lot of these children, they sometimes will not listen to verbal instructions. So if you tell them this, you tell them stand up, and they would immediately listen. Another one was this, which is all done. And for a few children that would work, for others it wouldn't. But just to have this and knowing this, just to use it, it it could become really beneficial in the future for me. And learning positive reinforcements, such as providing a reward for them completing the goal, or even them trying, is important, because if they see that they get reward for doing that effort or completing the goal, it means that they want to do it again and again and again. As for me, also gaining more patience, is I think this really helps, especially when you're working with individuals with disabilities, because you cannot be impatient when they're trying to learn the activity or the exercises, and sometimes they might throw an outburst or a tantrum, and you have to be calm and focused and ready to go back into the lesson. Another thing is knowing how to create a lesson plan. I was able to create multiple lesson plans for different individuals, for example, Jaden and Alfredo, and knowing the ins and outs and the specific details that I could add into lesson plans, I feel like will definitely help me in my future career, which is to become an ABA behavior technician, where you work one-on-one with children with autism. And it also prepared me for unexpected situations. Some examples are some kids or some children or adults would like to run. And in the beginning, I did not know that. Well, I should have expected it, but then it caught me off guard, and I had to adjust to them outbursting, throwing tantrums, running. And sometimes you may not even get through a lesson plan, even one activity, because they have an off day at school or at home. And you just have to be prepared mentally that, okay, so they're not able to finish it, just move on and wait for the next time they show up to go back at it. And that is all you can do. And I am blessed to be able to attend the Motor Development Clinic and have connections there, because it will definitely help me in my future career. Thank you.